He started a CME activity. Absolutely, he started from basic. Like the first talk was, how the art of giving good injection. That was the first talk about a month back. Recently, he had also given a nice presentation on how to read a simple ECG. So he has started this every month. He does it with the, not Red Crescent, but with Crescent Pharmaceutical office. They have their hall, mini hall at Mascot. So please be aware, and whoever is interested in joining, you may write down your name outside with Dr. Reshamala, somebody or one of my staff. So you definitely all could attend. IMA also asked me to inform them that there's some 2 activities. I forgot there's a paper, so if you could tell. I'll ask Dr. Chaudhary to inform about it. Some 2 activities, tax planning for the doctors. I don't know how interesting that may be because our doctors don't pay tax.
This is not a tax planning, this is the investment planning. The doctor don't know, they know to earn only and waste the money. They don't know how to save. That's we are organized on 19 Sunday in the IMA hall.
19th of November.
November.
In the morning at 10 o'clock.
10 to 12, then followed by lunch.
Another program was there. Some second program also.
IMA Mumbai branch announces 2 programs for AIDS management of AIDS patients at IMA house from 8th, 9th, 10th and on 29th, 30th and 1st December. 29th and 30th November and 1st December. Those who are interested to join this program, these are in the afternoon between 2 to 5. Lunch is provided and all 3 days you should attend the course. And after attendance, you will be given the certificate of attending the course. So those who are interested, they can give the names here. Thank you. At IMA house, 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 8th, 9th and 10th of November. And second course is after 29th, 30th November and 1st December. 2 courses.
Thank you. Yes, now what you all are really waiting for. The time has arrived. Dr. Bharat Parmar is not a new person to us. He's been practicing as a pediatrician for the last more than 15 years. We have availed of his services at the Dawood Nursing Home, at Habib Hospital. Of course, now he has even joined Harkishan Das, Bhatia, Queen Elizabeth. He has also been an ex-president of Lions, one of the Lions group. Apart from being a good pediatrician and neonatologist, he is also a very active social worker. You'll know him very well. I will request him to talk of hepatitis prevention in pediatric side. Dr. Parmar.
I think good afternoon to everybody and wish you all very happy and prosperous new year to all my friends sitting here. Janab Arshad Siddiqui Sahab, Dr. Salunke, dignitaries on and off the dais. First of all, I am thankful to Red Crescent Society for giving me this wonderful opportunity on very first day of Diwali. Happy New Year, and to meet so many of my colleagues and to give talk on hepatitis B. Basically, I must compliment Red Crescent Society for taking up this laudable project. And anything when you take, they always have teething problems. And I think the drive, the concept is very good because this disease has to be tackled, and they have started a real good work. I have compliment them and extend my total support and wish them all the best luck. And wherever you need my support for this, I am there at your beck and call. Thank you very much to all of you. Now I straight away come to the topic. Today I am going to discuss about viral hepatitis and mainly on hepatitis B. Before talking about this, I will just highlight few things. That what is the immunization? One of the most important and cost-effective area of health promotion is the prevention of infectious disease through the use of vaccine. Worldwide vaccination programs have had unparalleled success during the century and have reduced significantly the incidence of serious and sometimes fatal disease of infancy, childhood and adulthood. Serious childhood diseases such as diphtheria, tetanus, smallpox and paralytic poliomyelitis have either been eliminated or have been relegated to negligible entities through the success of mass immunization program and routine immunization of infants and children. So that is the importance of mass immunization. By doing mass immunization, we can